Welcome back to the channel. This is our second video in our How to ID series. In today's video, we will touch on travel assist and parking assist with memory. Stay tuned.
All right, so the first thing we need to do in order to turn on the system is this button right here. So turn that on, and then you would do press the set button if you're at the speed that you like. We're gonna slow down here to 65, and you notice this here shows you your speed. This is regular cruise control. If you press this button here on the bottom right once, and you can see travel assist is selected. Now we have control for not only distance, but also for the lane. And you can see that we're coming up to stop traffic. I'm going to get into the fast lane. And then once I get back in the fast lane, you can see that it just takes back over. One of the things I like about travel assist is once you change lanes, it immediately goes right back into the setting that you had previously. You can see we're coming up here on a traffic light. I am stopping myself. I deactivated with the brake. This does not have the capacity to know whether or not there is a stop sign. So we're going to stop here. Auto hold is a feature here. You can see once you get to complete stop, you just press the pedal in, and then you can let off the brake, and it will keep you there. So we can just press resume, RES. And once it's green here again, you can see the lines on the left and the lines on the right. That means you're in travel assist. And in order to adjust the distance from the cars in front of you, you press this button here in the middle. And you see that's the furthest out. That's the furthest in. And then when a car gets in here, you'll see it on the screen. Once we get in more traffic, it will slow down automatically. Actually, I'm going to put it about right there. Now, one of the things that's so great about this, and I have a whole video comparing this VW Travel Assist to Tesla Autopilot, but one of the principal advantages with VW Travel Assist, all you have to do is touch the wheel, as opposed to Autopilot, where you actually have to put some weight into it. That's a big advantage. Also, the automatic lane change is something that you have to pay extra for with Autopilot, and this comes with it. One of the things I like a lot about Travel Assist as well is that, say you're in a rough patch of pavement, you can actually coax it over to the right or to the left just a little bit by moving the wheel and then just holding it there until it figures out, and you can feel it. It thinks now it knows that I want to be in the further right part of the lane. But that's nice for construction sites. If there's rough roads, it's a really nice feature to have. You can see it wanted me to put my hand on the wheel. This is definitely a eyes on, hands on situation. And you definitely always want to be in control. Car just pulled out in front of me, but it didn't trigger because it wasn't close enough. Also, you'll see up here in the turns, it does not slow down for turns. So that's something you have to be aware of. The radar obviously can't see around turns, so you want to be careful. And this is made to be used in limited access, sort of highway or interstate situations. Okay, this is an example of one of the disadvantages. It will, when it craps out like it just did, it doesn't tell you. So it will not slow down for curves. It's something that you have to be prepared to take over. And I wish it was better on that account where it lets you know clearly when it was out of travel assist as opposed to being in it. All right, so we're going to take this exit here. And again, I have to slow down myself because it doesn't know that we're on an exit ramp. So I've just pressed the brake and deactivated. Okay, so we're getting on the interstate. And in order to resume actually, we're going to go faster. We're going to go 70, so I'm just going to press the set button. Once we get to the 3-lane, I'll show you how to change lanes. You can see here, actually, you can do it now. Once the white arrow or the arrow turns white, that means you can change lanes. In order to change lanes, just press down once on the turn signal and continue to hold onto the wheel. And that's how it's done. I'm going to switch back to the right because I'm not one of those drivers. Turn to the right. You have to be careful because I have seen at mid-lane change, it will say, nope, can't do it, take over. So you definitely always have to pay attention with these systems. Okay, so in order to adjust speed, you see the plus and minus down here. If you just press it once, it goes down. Just press the minus once. It's a little touchy, but that's how you're supposed to be able to adjust 1 mile per hour distance. Otherwise, if you just swipe down, it goes by the next 5. Same thing with up or down. And to disable, you can always press the brake just like any other cruise control system. We can link to a trip that we took to Colorado, and it really does reduce fatigue. Not having to keep the vehicle in the lane, still paying attention, but that's really a big savings as far as your attention and how far you can drive in a day. Okay, here we are at our local home improvement store trying Park Assist, and what you don't see is that we've actually went down the other aisle with plenty of parking opportunities. The system did not find any, so you drive slowly down the parking lot, and you can see here it just found one. I pressed the brake. Now I'm pressing start. Backing into a space, it only backs into spaces. It does not have the capability to go straight in, and there's a vehicle to the left. It's parking, backing up here all on its own. We aren't touching the accelerator or the brake or the steering wheel. Plenty of space on the right. You see it is overshooting though. It's going to pull up and correct. Now it's backing back up. And then it comes to a stop. Okay, stopped. And now you can see the results. So look how much room there is in the back. I would definitely not give this an exceptional score as far as automatic parking. The nose is out in the front with, probably 4 or 5 feet to go in the back. So here we are trying Park Assist with a pre-saved parking location.
Why is it backing up? That is so weird. Okay. Look, Ma, no hands. So I am literally doing nothing. The car is parking itself. It does some disconcerting things at times. It's sort of hesitant and it steers sometimes in directions that you think are unnecessary. But it is meandering its way down our driveway and now turning hard to the right into our spot that we already had pre-saved as fave. And I'm home. So we already had this spot saved as a favorite, but I'll show you how you would do that if you had just parked and you were doing this for the first time. So I'm in my parking position. At the bottom here, you'll see there's a P menu. This is for parking. If I press this, it shows you it's looking for spaces. But if you press the P here, it does allow you, if you have the memory function in your version of the ID4, to add a new space. So I'm already parked in fave, but if this had not already been saved, I could simply press here and add it as a new space to save for future parking. So let's talk a little bit more about our experience with the parking assist with memory. First of all, it leaves something to be desired, wouldn't you say?
I would. It doesn't seem very confident.
I think one of the biggest challenges that we found with the Park Assist is actually getting it to recognize a parking space, because that is the key to the system working. If you read in the manual, it says that, you know, you should slowly drive by parked cars, and then it will suggest a parking space for you.
We were able to try the parallel parking, and it seemed like it was doing a fine job, but to be honest, we sort of bailed out because it's getting too close, and too close for comfort, at least from the inside of the car. And again, it really hasn't instilled a lot of confidence in us. We also saved a favorite for inside our garage, which is a capability you could do, and it worked once or twice, but then again it would like want to veer toward the side of the garage. So obviously this isn't a system that's, you know, totally and the manual says this, you know, you have to be willing to and able to take over control at any time. So I'm not suggesting that it has to be, you know, completely totally autonomous, and you would also expect it to do a better job than what it does, because I just wouldn't. I don't see how I would use it.
Yeah, and I mean, our Pro S model does have the Park Assist with memory, and as you saw from our earlier demonstration, that works fairly well. I mean, it's a wide open space. There's nothing else around. It knows that is a space because we told it was, and it parks there very, very easily and nicely. But if you're just driving around town expecting to use this to help you with parking, it does have some limitations. And we want to say this is not something that we like recommend and think that you should just freely use. We just wanted you to be able to see how it functions, when it functions, and what issues that we've had with it. But if you use it and love it, we would love to know that. So be sure to put that in the comments and share your experiences with us. So that's a wrap on video number 2 for how to ID. Hopefully you got some new takeaways for your own use, whether you already have an ID4 or thinking of purchasing one. Hopefully that helps you better understand the Travel Assist, which we think it works very well and consistently well, and the Parking Assist with memory, which jury's still out.
If you have any questions or have anything you'd like for us to cover, please put it in the comments, and we will continue to do that. We don't know how many more videos we'll do. We have several more coming in the How to ID series, and if you haven't seen the other video, we'll link the first video in above so that you can check that out.
We'll see you on the next one.